Alright, what is up today? My ladies and gents, boys and germs, every person who wants to watch this. Today's gonna be a little bit of a short video. It's gonna be more of a news reaction video. There's not gonna be any computer stuff, hence why this is on a different camera and everything. Why the angle's a little different, I suppose. Like, I've had to set an iPad up on and record something. Anyway, the big news that's come out of Barcelona on Friday. I don't know when this is going up. I'm recording this on Saturday, but I don't know when I'm gonna put this up. Could be Sunday, could be Monday, not quite sure. But the news is that Dro Fernandez, one of our big La Masia prospects, one of our best players, or not one of our best players, one of our best young players, one of our best, most exciting prospects coming out of La Masia over the last few years, is going to leave the club this month, probably in the next couple days. Maybe the transfer's already happened by the time the videos come out. He's going to leave and join PSG. Now, I wasn't going to make a video on this just because I want to respect Dro Fernandez, because apparently it was due to a lack of playtime at Barcelona. But today I'm going to tell you why that reasoning is absolute BS. Alright? So a lot of people say these young players, oh, they're young, they don't really know anything, you're 18, right? You know at least a good amount in this sport. I'm younger than Dro Fernandez. I know that this move isn't about playtime. And this isn't because I've been told by some old head. It's just completely obvious that this is not about playtime. So you're Dro Fernandez. You haven't been getting the time you need at Barcelona because you are behind Rafinha and Marcus Rashford in the left wing spot. You're behind Fermin and Dani Olmo at the attacking mid spot, and maybe even behind Gavi when he's fit, which is completely understandable. But you don't ask for a loan move out. You don't want to continue your development with Barcelona, which is the club that has made you into the player that you are today. No, you want to just completely leave that club. And not just leave that club. You want to leave it for a club that the attacking midfield spot, I mean, they don't even play attacking midfielder. They have Rafinha, João Neves, Fabian Ruiz, Eni Meulu, all of these guys above you. And then left wing spot, they have Ficha Varskelia, Desiree Doué, even just looking at wings and total, Ibrahim Mbaye, Bradley Barcola, like. So this is the club that you want allegedly more playtime at. Not say blown out to Qatar, to like Granada, somewhere like that. Like you can stay in Spain or somewhere, maybe Girona, like what Ter Stegen's doing. You can go out, get some good time, and you'll come back a better player. If he really wanted the game time, if it was really about the game time, that's what he would have done. But the truth is, like, he just doesn't want the Barca money. He wants the PSG money. The report came out. I don't know the credibility of this report, but the report came out that PSG has offered not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 10 times the salary that Barcelona was offering in their latest extension offer to Dro Fernandez. So it really annoys me. This is something, as a Barca fan, this is one of the worst feelings that you get. This is one of the worst things that happens, because one thing you gotta understand is that we are very passionate, we're very proud of our academy. We love our academy. We love these guys like Messi and Xavi and Iniesta, with Busquets, all these guys that came up through the academy, became great players, became legends, and they just have the Barca DNA inside them. I mean, PK and Alba too, but mainly, but they were more in the left earlier and then came back. But then you have the stars of this future generation coming out of La Masia. Yamal, Fermin, Kubarsi, Balde. It's La Masia is what makes us different from other big clubs, because where else do you see that? What other big club do you see so many academy guys coming up and being so good? There was the 2021 Chelsea team, but let's be honest, that wasn't a real UCL. Everyone else was off it that year. Literally every other, you cannot name me a team that was on it that year. Anyway, and then the Chelsea teams just got completely dismantled anyway. And so when you lose a promising academy player, one that's been making minutes in the first team, or one that you're really excited for their breakthrough in the first team, it hurts. It feels... Dro Fernandez really has added his name to the list of the La Masia prospects that have just flat out left for, not for the game time, but really for the money. Like, you've seen this, the first two examples I can think of, Xavi Simons and Alex Mariba. Those were two really good, really promising players, just up and left before getting their chance in the first team, just because of the money. And then you saw in that 21-22 season, either one of them would have got just ridiculous minutes, would have got incredible hype, all that sort of stuff. Another one I can think of, Mark Guiu, back in 2024, I think it was, when he left to join Chelsea, and he's got a little bit of game time since then, and he's really got less game time than he would have in Barca. I think he would have definitely got a lot of minutes if he stayed. But it's really annoying, because you're just mugging off the club that brought you up, the club that made you into the talent that you are today. It's honestly just sad to me to see the ruination of these really good young prospects by the money that they could earn. Money that Barcelona isn't giving them, but will give them once they do well and earn a big contract. So we know that Dro is doing this move for money, honestly. Dro wasn't really a player that I had tabs on. He never really was in the reserve team, in the B team. He just went straight up from U19s to the first team. When it came to Fernandez, I was looking more at Guillermo and Tony Fernandez to be successes at Barcelona, and of course Tony's got a few minutes. Guillermo still hasn't made his debut yet, but I hope they can soon. But I think the key for a good player is just patience. You have to have patience as a footballer. You've seen, I think we've seen a lot of cases recently where you can have really good world-class players into their mid-20s. They can break out, grow into their mid-20s. There's a reason that primes are like from 28 to like 32. That is around the average prime. You don't think about that you can still develop all the way until you're like 28. Or even later for some people, because they're just late bloomers like that. I think it's the Yamalification of this sport. I have fallen victim to it when Barcelona players like 16 or 17 haven't immediately got first team opportunities. And Dro Fernandez looks like he's fallen victim to it as well. Just because you're 16 doesn't mean you have to be the guy. It doesn't mean you have to start getting big minutes in the first team. you're still developing. You're still a kid. You're still a teenager. You still don't have that experience yet that you have to build up in the first team. First team training, spells with the B team, cameos in the first team. That process can go all the way up until like 24 and older. It's just sad to see, because Dro definitely thinks that he has to be a big first team guy at a young age, and that just because he isn't getting big first team chances at 17 doesn't mean that Barca don't want. Hansi Flick came out in an interview earlier, I think today, and said that if you don't want to be at Barcelona, we don't want you, and that he wants every single player from the first team down to La Masia to be committed to the Barcelona projects. And if you're not, then he doesn't want you, and that you can go. Which he didn't explicitly mention Dro Fernandez in that speech, but it was pretty obvious that it was aimed at him. Anyway, for me, that is all I'm gonna be yapping about today. It's exam season for me. Y'all should be thankful that I'm making these videos at all. Even grateful. But once again, I'm gonna try to upload more regularly. They're ending next week. I'm gonna be going to Niagara for a couple of days. Maybe I'll make a video there. Y'all can see. We'll have the hotel background, the hostage video type background. But yeah, for now, that's gonna be all it for me, because I'm tired of looking at the camera and looking at because my eyes just like look off when I'm looking at myself in this camera, and I'm just like it looks weird. It looked really weird back when it was in the actual setup. But anyway, that's gonna be all from your boy today. I'm really disappointed that Dro Fernandez is leaving the club, but we have other guys. We have dozens of guys that can replace him. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world. I'm just sad that this particular thing isn't going to work out. So, yeah. See y'all next time.